So I did a video the other day regarding the PS5, the Sony X900H, and the fact that when you try and use a variable refresh rate, which to access on this TV, you'd have to go to external inputs, HDMI signal format, and you would choose either from HDMI 3 or 4, wherever your console is connected to. You will choose one of them, and then you'd go to enhanced format VRR. Now the problem that it brings with this specific TV is that it disables the auto local dimming, and that is pretty sad. So as you can see, auto local dimming disabled, extended dynamic range disabled. We talked about that. In the previous video, I tried to raise the gamma to maximum, to 3, and I don't like it. I experimented with that, I don't like it, but I'm not going to sacrifice the variable refresh rate. It's too dear to me. I like it. I like VRR a lot. So what I'm choosing to do, and it kind of works, obviously bring the brightness to the max, bring the contrast to the max, leave the gamma at 0, leave the black level at 0, but I'm choosing these two settings, which are still available to me. Black adjustments to high, and advanced contrast enhancer as well to high. Normally, if I had the local dimming and the dynamic range, I would have these ones switched off, but they're doing similar job to what local dimming and extended dynamic range would do. So I think, well, that works for me. I think that works for me, and I'm happy with that, since I'm not sacrificing the variable refresh rate, and I'm kind of getting a similar picture as to what I would get if I used the local dimming. Another thing, I put the color to 55 instead of 50, which is preferable, but I'm playing games, right? I want vibrant colors and all that. I prefer that. I know that realistically you wouldn't go for any of those, and you'd have the local dimming set to medium instead of high, and you've had the extended dynamic range on high and all that. I know that would be correct, but for the sake of my liking, for the sake of having like bright, vibrant, colorful picture, I put my color at 50. I'm happy with that. Color temperature, expert 1. I'm really happy with this one. Now, you could go warm, but no, that's too blue to me. Expert 1, that is ideal. And on clarity, I'm still going to be using reality creation manual 10. I really like it. I really like it. It makes the picture pop more, and I do like that. No edge enhancements, no nothing except for reality creation 10. That's about it. Everything else is just default. Now, I'm quite happy with this picture. Last time we showed God of War. Let's show truly stunning HDR game, which is Godfall. Now, the in-game settings, I think I've left them to default in terms of like brightness and all that, but this game has a stunning HDR, and I think this will showcase in this video that even without the local dimming and the extended dynamic range, you can still get a similar look having the VRR enabled on this TV by using the contrast enhancer and the black thingy. So that is what you get, and tell you the truth, I am happy with this picture. I am really happy with this picture quality. Let me just go in an open area. So sort of see like some trees, some scenery, see what I'm talking about. So the variable refresh rate though, it's brilliant. Honestly, like, this is so smooth. and just look at the HDR on this game. Look at that picture. It is so beautiful. And now another thing, I was gonna show the Xbox Series X, so luckily we can do that right now. And let me just change to, oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. So on the Xbox, I have not done these settings just yet. So I'm going to do them here. I'm going to bring my gamma back to 0, and I'm going to turn these up to high. I'm going to put my color, okay, it's on 55, and I'm going to put the reality creation manual 10. That is brilliant. I'm going to quickly go and adjust the HDR, see what that looks like. Okay, so we try to get this as dark as possible. That's it, we just get it black. Now here, I don't know how many clicks it's going to be, but I'm just gonna make them have the same brightness. There we go. That looks good to me. That looks correct. Now, a good showcase for HDR, I believe, would be Doom Eternal. So let's go in Doom Eternal, because this game is amazing when it comes to HDR and stuff like that. Now, look at that variable refresh rate though. This is like ridiculously good. It is ridiculously good, that. The HDR, it looks brilliant. But yeah, that's variable refresh rate. Now I have the game running at 120 hertz per second. Of course, we play on Nightmare. Anyway, so there we go. So I'm using the 120 hertz graphics mode. Now let's have a look at ray tracing with the VRR. There is a bit of stutter, but I would say, like, if you're looking into exploring the game, it is playable, you know. I wouldn't take it, especially for a game like Doom Eternal, but you know, it's pretty to look at. But I would recommend this game. Just, you know, experience that 120 FPS is just brilliant, and it doesn't look bad at all. Like, look at that. Now let's go and see another game. What would be quick to boot? Anyway, let's just go in Red Dead Redemption and have a look at the picture here. Then we're gonna move back to the PS5, see what's going on there, if we can showcase some beautiful HDR game. And
yeah, a swift one. Do they? Excuse me?
right, so
It's grand.
I am hiding in here, so that's part of the mission. But I suppose
You boys have got here. Reminds me of one of them big houses out in Donegal. Real fancy places they was, Hamish. Real fancy.
to be honest, ideally I wouldn't be in the middle of the mission. I would be just roaming around and show off the world, but so be it.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. But look at this picture, like, look at this picture. This is brilliant. Okay, now let's go back to PS5 and see what else we can showcase. Right, so let's get out this game. Okay, Resident Evil Village, that has like stunning picture, right? I really like the HDR here. I really like the ray tracing available here, and with variable refresh rate, it is very playable with ray tracing enabled. So that is just ridiculously good. Now, for some reason, my PS5 decided to give me black screen. So to all PS5 owners, this is quite possible. You get that sometimes. So I don't know what that is. It's done it like a few times on certain games whilst I've had both consoles switched on. So I don't know why that happens. It never happens with the Xbox Series X. So I'd say Xbox is more reliable. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to just restart my PS5 from the button, and that's what fixes it. And I don't know. As you can see, it is just stuck on a black screen, and there's nothing I can do. Literally nothing I can do. Anyway, Sony, check this out.